So now we start working on the wheels. First I'll be painting them with Tamiya German Gray XF63. The pieces are very nice. Nice detail. The rubber part is just the 3D printing black unpainted. Once they're painted like a rubbery color, it'll look much better. But initially I'll just paint. That's just a regular wheel. There's the 6 wheels to each side and the 2 extras. I'll paint them along the same. The idlers, also very nice. These have the fitting. Never leave the rubbery part black, because rubber never looks black. The idler, very nice. This is a later idler that started with the H version. For the A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, it was completely different. The driver that I already showed before. I will not add swamp mix to these. You could, very sparingly. These parts are in motion and usually getting banged around, so you wouldn't expect much to stick to them. I'll weather them just with the paint. More later. Okay, continue to work on the wheels. I already painted front and back with German Gray from Tamiya, and also added some of the shading. I'll bring this one up close here. You can hardly see it, but I would go around the hub, and then I would push some paint in each of the holes. On the back, not much, because that's not going to be seen. Here again, just a little shading, just so that when I dry brush it, it'll bring that detail out. And paint it and shade it, you know, take a shot at those bolts. Same here with the driver. You know, a lot of this is from, I guess most modelers have different memories. You know, for me, growing up, I always loved how the Verlinden 135 scale models used to look, and it was all about shading. So now that I'm kind of getting my own, you know, sort of methods, I go for that look. I'm not saying it's the most accurate. I'm just saying I go with what is pleasing to my eyes. Okay. So now the next step is the dry brushing, and then a little dusting to blend it in with the rest of the vehicle. And now I'm just gonna like go over the shading again with just a little paint going out. Just hit the holes. And just back it's fine because it's hardly gonna be visible. These are just a dab. To get some half tones. Here I can hit those bolts again. The idea is that the wheels will be dustier than the driver and the idler and the return rollers, because they're farther down, so closer to the dirt. More. I must admit that the parts at first glance of this model look very nice, but I'm somewhat bothered by the 3D lines. I know they were there, but since I like how the dry brushing brings the detail out, I'm starting to get distracted by the let's call them printing lines. After this, I think I'm just gonna do dry brushing with buff, and the wheels, as much as the wheels inside this area will be done. Then later I'll have to pick out the rubbery part. That I paint with a brush. I have no easy way. That's probably the most tedious part of any of these vehicles that have rubber outside the road wheels. Again, it's looking for variety. If you overspray a little bit, no harm done. Or if you miss the spot, no harm done. Later, after the dry brushing, I do something that I call micro washes. It's with a diluted, like flat black. I'll go around that hub. I'll pick out some of the nuts. Again, just looking to bring the here's one of the spare ones that'll just be weathered with the rest of the vehicle, so you see like the difference.